Hey guys, welcome to Adobe's quarterly report Q4 23. It's a really exciting presentation with lots of innovation this time. We'll be cheating a little bit because it's the first time that we're covering Adobe. We will be mainly focusing on product innovation, and that includes all of the tools that you see here, all of the apps. But the focus will be on AI. So well and truly, there's an amazing flurry of AI innovations that Adobe has unrolled during the entire year 2023. A lot of it was already in the making, so it's not like that they're jumping on the bandwagon. They've been talking about it from the mid-2010s. Some of it was already unveiled a few years ago, but this year was certainly absolutely breathtaking, and I'm not saying that very often, to be honest, but what you can see, some of which we will cover, is really absolutely super innovative. So let's go to the business model updates with a focus on product innovation. Just let us cover for a second the major business segments. So if we talk about digital media, that includes Creative Cloud. That's all these apps and related services. And that's all the visual stuff. So Photoshop, Illustrator, etc., etc. Everything to do with video, visuals, and images. We got Document Cloud. Yeah, good old boring PDF, but it's not as boring anymore because what's coming down the innovation pipeline is actually anything but boring. It's really very visionary. Whether or not it all turns out, we will see, but there's already a lot has been delivered in this space. And the third segment is Experience Cloud. That's everything to do with their marketing solutions, and that's a very powerful platform as well. So we're going to look at the innovations that have taken place this year across these three major areas. Let's start with Document Cloud, so PDF, etc. And everything literally is around AI. AI-assisted conversational experiences, which are already there, have been rolled out, and more stuff is coming down the pipe. AI-powered authoring, editing, formatting, and collaboration and workflows, etc. So let's just look back. Liquid Mode is what was actually introduced in 2020. You may have already used it. You may be a really keen user of it. It is a little bit like a responsive PDF. It will make your PDF document, and you just literally can tap. It's on one tap on your phone. You can make your PDF mobile friendly. It will reformat it. It will make paragraphs. It will make scan text. Literally readable text. It will reformat everything. You can avoid the pinching and zooming. That was very painful on the mobile phone. It's got intelligent outlines, which are collapsible and expandable, etc. You got better searchability and so on. So this has been around for a long time, but it's really leading to a lot of usage. There are paid features, and what's exciting is the long-term vision. Some of it is already coming down online. It's based on their Sensei AI technology, which I think first time they spoke about in 2016. And it can help to search and understand documents faster and better. I think already coming very soon online is capability to summarize documents and reports in a conversational way, the way that you know from, let's say, Bard and ChatGPT, and that is built into Adobe Reader or Acrobat. But that's not where it stops. So basically, and some of this we need to see what's going to come out of it. They want to be able to use the AI to gain insights which are difficult for humans to gain from the PDF data spread across millions of scientific research reports, medical records, academic studies, etc. So as you can imagine, this requires a lot of domain-specific knowledge. So they will need very domain-specific models, language models for that. But it's a very fascinating outlook, and think of every discipline like law, medicine, even every sub-branch of it has its own terminology and lingo, etc. So very specialized models that you will need there. But it's not impossible. It's a very ambitious goal. It is literally also to some extent a search engine across PDF documents. And why should that not be possible? It's more than just a search, to be honest, but it's also aggregation of data and information to higher value information. Then, so basically both of these points go into that point. They are estimating there are 2.5 trillion PDFs worldwide, so it's a rich data gathering ground that they could use for this purpose. Let's take a look. So I spoke about it. The conversational AI assistant is already there. You can basically type your commands relating to a document, and it will try to do that. Something like give me a summary of this, shorten the summary more, and so on. Collaboration and workflows on PDF documents, and so on. And this is for the lower skilled users. They already offer the AI assistant in the free reader, at least some of it. It's a credit-based system. I'll speak to that in a moment. And this is how it looks, literally. So AI capabilities will enable new creation and comprehension and collaboration functionality. They have been rolled out in private beta, and it was literally said in December that this will come online within the next few months. So that is very exciting, released to public in the next few months. And what they're doing is it's a credit-based plan, so it's similar to pay-per-use type monetization model. And what they have seen, mainly driven by the liquid mode and the other improvements, it's monthly average users have grown 70% year on year in Q4. I mean, given that most of us would probably think that the PDF apps are old and boring, I think these are tremendous growth rates. 400% increase in link sharing, tens of millions bringing into the ecosystem, tens of millions of users, more than 100 million users in Q4, and liquid mode served over 1 billion files. So since 2020, that's pretty staggering. So it's a pretty staggering customer acquisition front of funnel type tool. So now please like our video, hit the like button if you like this. We're not even halfway done. Now it gets even more interesting. Let's look at the visual tools. Just numbers in FY23 made 11.5 billion of revenue. Document Cloud 2.7, and this number is missing, but it was $4.5 billion for the Experience Cloud. So Creative Cloud, again, all around AI, and AI is Firefly for Adobe. There are different types of foundation models for all media types. We'll talk about that in a moment more. Generative AI built into their flagship apps. So you can, like you see here, you can type your commands in there in a kind of natural language, and it will do a lot of things for you. It will understand a lot of it. Then Express and Firefly. Firefly is a technology, AI technology with different types of models, but it is also a standalone app. Like literally, you can go on the web and use AI if you already have you can use it for free if you already have a Adobe account, let's say for the reader or for anything. Then you can use Firefly for free, or you just create an account for free and use it. As mentioned, it's a certain amount of credits that you can use. You can't use it 1,000,000 times, but like try to use it. I found it quite impressive what you can do literally in seconds. Content production and delivery. So we'll talk about that in the third part of it more. So Firefly, there's lots of types of editing features included in the AI engine already. As mentioned, standalone app. It's a freemium layer. It's got paid layers, and it's also powering all their key apps. So Photoshop and Illustrator, etc. They all have their Firefly bit. There's all sorts of Firefly models. You can read through that. So Photoshop has their own models, vector models, design models, Illustrator has text-to-vector models and gen capabilities, etc. So these are like up the top here, these are Gen AI supported editing features, and these are like across the Creative Studio, and these are across the Firefly app and Adobe Express app. And in all of these cases, basically it really brings in a lot more. It has really grown how many new users come in and how much usage there is. They can already see that within the first few months of launching some of these. And I think Firefly, was March 23. Basically, I don't need to read all of this to you. You can read it yourself. But what they're trying to say here is these types of achievements and goals are around lowering the floor, basically allowing less experienced people. Let's call myself. I'm not a very experienced visual editor, that's for sure. And they are reducing the skills to get started and achieve results very quickly. So basically I can bark at the AI or type something and will give me some results very, very quickly. But on the other hand, they want to raise the ceiling, and that is to support pros getting better results in shorter time with automation and workflows. And I think that is not over-promising there. If you look at the different types they've got a lot of demos online across the different products. If you look at some of it, it's pretty staggering. So here, this is kind of the monetization idea. I mentioned this, the Gen AI capabilities are credit-based. So the more you get some allotment of free credits, but if you want to use more, you have to pay more. And I did mention this as well, freemium, and then basically Creative Cloud for individuals and power users, and then even more so for small and medium-sized businesses and enterprises. Now, moving on to the third one. Actually, here I got the figure, 4.9 billion in 23 for Experience Cloud, and that's their marketing solutions. It's very powerful. These are all the apps. This is the platform. Now, it's not a platform business model. It is a technology platform. Actually, Adobe has one platform business model, as far as I can think right now, and that is their Adobe Stock. So stock photos get created by all sorts of individuals and probably creative companies, and they can sell it and license it, or license it really, not sell, license to those who want to use it. And that's a platform business model. And I'm not going to cover it here, but they have already introduced all sorts of capabilities to protect those creators in terms that their IP doesn't get stolen quite as easily as that was in the past. But now I'm getting a bit sidetracked. So Experience Cloud is the underlying platform as well as the apps. It has really powerful personalized media at scale and variations thereof, customer journeys, that is probably still somewhat surprising because we know customer journey management, and they even have an optimizer. We know that from CRM systems, not necessarily from creative and media creation SaaS solutions, but they have a really powerful looking journey manager. They have a website creator, not just Dreamweaver, but also another one that creates very fast websites from PDFs and or creatives, etc. Data analytics capabilities. They've got marketing campaigns. So literally what you know from a CRM system. And they have very powerful individualizable marketing campaigns. And if we say individualizable, that means segmentation. So behavior-based segmentation, targeting and personalized offers. So if someone takes some action, you offer them this. If they take another action, you offer them this, etc. If you want to recover them because you haven't heard from them for a while, you do this, etc. There's all sorts of pathways and workflows that you can set up there. Again, in this case, it's not Firefly, it's the Sensei AI technology that is underpinning the AAP platform. Firefly is still in all the different apps that can be used within the workflows as one example. Let's move on. I think that's pretty clear. This is pretty much the same. So literally everything that we've explained in the business segments. These are the different apps relating or including the Experience Cloud, and the platform are the set of underlying technologies and data and models. So what have they shared in Q4 23? Basically, they're saying the Experience platform has unified profile for each customer, as mentioned. It's normally something that the CRM system does because it's got all the customer data. It's got product information, it's got product hierarchies and product relationships, order history, etc. But of course, you can basically have that data connection and use it then in the Experience Cloud. That's how they want to create individualized campaigns and even graphics to individual people. So yeah, very, very personalizable. And let's maybe just this one, Gen Studio. I show you one example for how powerful these kind of things can be. Again, I recommend just go to, let's say, to Gen Studio and check the demo out. Very impressive. So it starts with an ideation or a brief for a campaign and the creatives, i.e. videos and pictures that you want to have in relation to a marketing campaign. And there's all sorts of information that need to be provided. It gets created by other people. You may or may not know them. They may be inside or outside of your organization. You have then collaboration and reviews of the results. Then you can produce them, bring them on the website or individual email campaigns, etc. Deploy them, activate the customer, and then measure the results. And this there's a whole set of role-based features. Not everyone can do everything. There's lots of role-based features across this supply chain. So really, really interesting. So that covers basically what we're talking about, workflows and automation. Analytics and Gen Studio I already covered. This I thought is I'm not going to go into details, but I thought that's very interesting also because for years they've been talking about that data-driven operating model. So they basically, what this is about providing different types of data in relation to the role across the stakeholders of a business. And that's more for, let's say, well, even for small businesses that may be relevant, but more for larger and enterprises. That's very relevant. And that's something in our course you can learn about how that brings in new people into the onto our SaaS solution. That's one of the playbook elements that we're covering in the SaaS module. This is not the SaaS module, but our course has also a SaaS module, and you can learn about it there. How the R&D as well as the marketing playbooks work, etc. So now let's go to the growth strategies. I think a lot of this I have covered. New user growth via premium. Also in the course we're covering, freemium. We're covering freemium because freemium is not just freemium. There's all sorts of differences and criteria how to make it succeed. These are again the 3 business segments, and we spoke about this, how there are cross and upsell functions. This I think shows it a bit better. So look at this. These are the different price layers. There's a freemium layer to most of the commonly used apps. Firefly, Express, Acrobat, Reader, etc. And then entry-level access to individual apps, then bundles of apps at a slightly higher price, and then really all apps relating to Creative Cloud or Creative Cloud teams. Here's a seat-based pricing model, and then upsell to services and related offerings like stock, which is I think 300 million stock photos and logos and vector graphics and icons and whatever. And then the next level then is enterprise agreements that can be small and tens of millions of small and medium-sized businesses and tens of thousands of enterprises. Often these are the major, again, you can learn it in our course, quite often these are the major revenue generators for software as a service businesses. And then there's more, even, transformational deals they call it, that is kind of a very personalized enterprise offerings. Gen Studio we've covered. So this is basically saying the same. the innovations, how innovation-led growth works. And yeah, check out our course, digitalbizmodels.com/course. And that's it. Thank you very much for your interest. Like us, check out our page, and check out our T's and C's. And next time we'll be covering more the financials, anything that has happened on the innovation side, and the economics a bit more. I didn't want to overwhelm you this time around with too much info. So thank you very much. I think that was really, really fantastic what Adobe has achieved this year. Thanks.